What's up, everyone? My name is Michael DeLu. All right, and I want to thank you for even clicking on this episode of my podcast. Before I get to the episode, I would just like to ask that if you aren't already subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video, comment on the video because it helps me tremendously in obtaining my long-term goals. All right, enjoy the episode. Let's go! Yes! All right, so my name is Michael DeLu. Today is Thursday, June 24th, 2021. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Before I get into today's politics of today's episode, I want to graciously thank every single person, okay? I want to thank every single person that has supported me since the start of this journey. It has not been easy, but I just want to thank everybody for genuinely supporting me. On Tuesday morning, I hit the first 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And also on Tuesday, I had the most listens on any podcast, I've ever released, all right? So shout out to everybody who tapped in, who's supporting. Once again, I got the most listens on any podcast I've ever released, and I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I'm getting a lot of traction, a lot of notoriety, and it just genuinely feels amazing. I want to thank everybody for supporting me. Continue to keep supporting me. I'm going to continue to keep doing this shit every single day until the day I die. I love this shit. I'm never going to stop. Y'all keep supporting me. I'm going to keep supporting you. Share this podcast with anybody you know that loves sports. I know I've only been talking about basketball for the past 2 weeks or whatever, but trust me, when football season gets here, I got you. When soccer season gets here, I got you. I'm going to start reacting to the Euros coming this Saturday because knockout phases begin, and it is what it is, all right? So, once again, I just genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank everybody who's supporting me. I really do appreciate that shit. Man, I can't tell you how many times I went just watching the fact that I recorded an episode and I would get 5, 6 views, and I can't even tell. I would be so appreciative of getting fucking 20 views on an episode of my podcast and just even 10 people to listen to my shit on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. So the fact that I'm getting all this attention, not all this, but just the fact that I've obviously seen substantial growth really truly means a lot. And with that being said, whoa, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. All right, we gonna keep it rolling. This is not gonna stop. I want 1 million plays on my podcast, and I want 1 million followers. I want 1 million subscribers on YouTube. All right. So without any doubt, Trae fucking Young. Trae Young, you are a nigga. You are outside. You are outside and you are active, nigga. Hell yeah. The Hawks beat the Bucks 116 to 113. All right. I want to keep it 100. I want to shout out my nigga Ovi. Me and Ovi were talking as the game was going on. And one of the things I want to say, it's funny because I'm wearing a freak shirt right now, but it was a great back and forth game, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I called the Bucks winning this game. No, I apologize. I called the Hawks winning this game. Me and Ovi both, as we were watching the game, he asked me who do I think is going to win the game. I said the Hawks. He said the Hawks as well, and they won. Trae Young. Ice Trader again. I don't know Trae Young's middle name. But don't get it twisted. I'll know, anytime you hear me say somebody's full government name, Kyle Alexander Kuzma, Benjamin David Simmons, Trae Blank Young, I'm telling you, they probably ate. Kevin Wayne Durant, they probably ate. They either ate or they were fucking terrible. Okay, and in Trae Young's case, he was the nigga. All right, Trae Young had 48 points. 7 rebounds and 11 assists. And he did something that only 3 other people in the history of the NBA have ever done. And that score more than 40 points in a conference final. Okay? And those 3 people, peep this, include Michael Jordan, Dirk Nowitzki, and LeBron James. Those are the only 3 other people who did what Trae Young did last night in the conference finals. Okay, and this was his first game in the conference finals, man. Hey, Trae, you are a nigga. You are, hey, Trae, you are outside and you are active, nigga. Trae Young came into Pfizer Forum, was like, nigga, I'm here to mark out all these bitch-ass niggas. Who need that? Giannis, step up, nigga. I'm finna cook, nigga. Stop playing with me. Trae was out. Hey, Trae was treating the game like it was a fucking rec game, nigga. He was doing whatever the fuck he wanted. Off the glass to John Collins. Behind the back to Kevin Huerter. Pull up 3. Get to the rack. Lay. Stop it. Bro, the Bucks defensive strategies to stop Trae Young was horrific. That shit was terrible. They didn't know what to do. Drew Holiday looked like a fucking goofy trying to guard Trae Young. Drew Holiday looked like a goofy trying to guard Trae Young. It was bad. Y'all all see what Trae did to him. He said, give me that ankles, nigga. Set this stupid ass flying. And then, whoo. Oh my God. Trae. Ice Trae the gang. Oh my God. 14 of 34 from the field. 4 of 13 from free. From 3. And a whole lot of buckets. A whole lot of buckets. A whole lot of buckets. Yeah, Trae. Trae. Hey, show these niggas you're not the one to fuck with. Stop playing. Hey, Trae had everybody on him looking confused. Bro, Coach Bud, it amazes me. And wait, before I get into Coach Bud, one of the things that I want to point out about Trae's playoff run right now is just the nature in which he's doing it. Okay? The first round, he played the Knicks, a team that is obviously, a team that's coached by a defensive-minded coach in Tom Thibodeau. For those of you guys who don't know, Tom Thibodeau was the assistant head coach of the Boston Celtics during the Big Three era, with Ray Allen, KG, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Paul Perkins, Kendrick Perkins, Tony Allen, whatever. They had a lot. The Celtics every year they had those 3 players who were one of the top 5 in every single defensive metric. Okay, and Tom Thibodeau was their coach. Same thing with the Bulls. The Bulls, when Tom Thibodeau was linked up with Derrick Rose, from like 2009 to like 2013, always one of the best defensive teams in the league. So Trae Young goes against them, and that whole series, the whole playoffs, Trae Young's averaging 30 and 10. Okay, Knicks are regarded as a very physical team. Blah blah blah. All Trae Young did was cook. I cook. Nigga, I'm out. Trae Young keeps the same. Wait, Trae Young is a nigga. Keeps the same mentality. I'm outside. So what? Come do something, nigga. Come do something. Who need that? Come do something. You know where to find me, nigga. You know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bust this fucking 3 in your mouth, and I'm gonna get to the rack. Lay, floater, mid-range. Like, Trae Young is unstoppable. They cannot stop him. Trae is averaging 30 and 10 in his first playoff run. The next series, the Sixers. The Sixers are the best quote-unquote, the best defensive team in the NBA this season. And they have all the bodies to throw at him. Matisse Thybulle, Ben Simmons. They had Danny Green, but, he got hurt. But same thing. Cook. They cannot stop him. And now the Bucks. Drew Holiday, Brett Forbes. Same thing. Cook. All right, hey, Trae, I see you, bro. Hey, talk your shit. Hey, fun fact about Trae Young. I seen Trae Young once in Vegas 3 years ago. I have the video on my phone. Anyways, one thing I also want to point out and note is that the Hawks are, Trae Young and the Hawks are doing this without DeAndre Hunter, who's easily their best defensive wing, Cam Reddish, and Bogdan Bogdanovic. Even though he's out there playing, it's quite obvious that his knee isn't the same, and it's turning him into a shell of his former self. Hopefully he can get that together and get it right, but I don't know. We'll see how that works out because of the whole game I watched him, he just didn't have any lift on his shot. He didn't look the most comfortable. But I mean, we'll see how that develops and how that plays out. John Collins also helped out yesterday. 23 points, 15 rebounds, 11 to 16 from the field. Caught a body on his head. Dunked off fucking Brook Lopez. Caught a pass off the backboard from Trae Young. Punched that shit. Next thing you see, oh yeah. You already know it. On his head. Kevin Huerter, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. One thing I want to also point out is the Hawks are 6-2 on the road this year in the playoffs. That's an amazing record. The Bucks, I'm going to get into their box score. Giannis, 34 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. Giannis was 1 assist away from a triple-double. Honestly, Giannis played pretty good. 14 and 25 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Drew Holiday, 33 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds. 14 and 25 from the field, 5 of 12 from 3. Chris Middleton, not the hottest, not the sexiest game. 15 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. 6 of 23 from the field, and 0 of 9 from 3. Whoo, Chris, I know that's not normal, so I'm not gonna bleed the fuck out of you, but get it together because that's not gonna cut it. Regardless, it was still a close game and they almost won, but that's not gonna cut it. And I know that's an anomaly, and that's not Chris Middleton. That's not who Chris Middleton is. He's definitely been big this playoff run, but that right there, that can never happen again. 0 from 9 from the field, and bro, if your 3-pointers aren't falling, get more mid-range shots up. Get to the basket. Be more aggressive. Be more assertive. Like, I mean, the Hawks don't really have anybody that I feel like can literally throw Chris Middleton off his game the way I don't know. I don't know if it was a bad night for him or because I honestly, Chris Middleton's actually a pretty good player. Something like this should not happen. Brook Lopez. Oh my God, you were bad. Nevertheless, this was a very good game. And one more thing that I want to point out is just, man, I don't want to dick eat too much or whatever, but Trae Young, honestly, the Bucks had Giannis and Chris Middleton. No, I apologize. The Bucks had Giannis and Drew Holiday combined for 67 points and somehow still lost. Like anytime Giannis goes for 30 and above, I don't know what the Bucks record is, but I'm pretty sure they have a really good win percentage when that happens. But Trae Young was just a nigga last night. It is what it is. If the Bucks cannot find a way to slow him down, this is gonna be a long series. Like I mean 7-game series, and you can toss it up to whoever you think is gonna win that one. But the Bucks have their hands full. The Hawks are not going anywhere. They're not gonna go out without a fight. They're a very good coach team. And the last possession of the game showed me how good the Bucks were defensively. They were communicating. They were rotating. They refused to let Chris Middleton get the ball to torch them because obviously Giannis is not shooting any threes for a game. So I was extremely impressed with what I saw from the Hawks. I picked them to win yesterday's game. I wasn't able to record a podcast yesterday, but it is what it is. And yes, very good game. I can't wait for game 2 to see how this plays out. And the next thing I want to talk about is the USA basketball. Okay, so it has been announced. Well, I don't think the roster is finalized, but these names specifically are going to be included in the roster. So we have Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Bam Adebayo, Jason Tatum, Kevin Love, Chris Middleton, Devin Booker, Drew Holiday, Zach LaVine, and Jeremy Grant. So the only two so far. The roster is not finalized yet. The only two that I kind of am really, I don't really know why they're on the team is the fuck is Jeremy Grant doing on the roster? Why is he there? And Kevin Love, it's funny because I got a notification on my phone. I can't remember exactly when, but it gave me a notification that Kevin Love is committing to playing for the USA team. And I'm just like, why does the USA team want Kevin Love to play? Unless Kevin Love has been pretending to be a terrible player for the past 3 seasons, the same way that Blake Griffin did when he was on Detroit, I don't think he has any business on the roster. I don't think any Detroit Pistons player has any business on the USA roster. No offense, Jeremy Grant, but I mean, I don't really think you're that guy. You're not that guy. That funny meme. You're not that guy. But other than that, I'm pretty confident with the team they're taking because Lord knows, the last time I watched USA basketball, that shit was atrocious. The last time USA basketball had the FIBA in 2019, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, Harrison Barnes, Kyle Kuzma, Joe Harris, Miles Turner, Brooke Lopez. That was not it. That roster was not it. So the U.S. definitely have something to prove this time around and some making up to do because that roster wasn't it. The team is going to congregate on July 4th for training camp in Vegas, and they're going to play exhibition games against Spain, Australia, Nigeria, and Argentina before heading off to Tokyo, okay? So that concludes episode 63 of Pull Up the Tape. Once again, I just want to thank everybody for their continued support. I genuinely do appreciate it. It truly does mean a lot to me. I can't emphasize and state like just how incredibly grateful I am of the support that I'm getting right now. I see all the comments. I like all the comments. I respond to the ones I can, but I am a very busy person with all the other things I'm doing. But thank you very much. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like this, I can't even stress how much this support really does mean to me. I'm like one of the most humble niggas ever, and I dedicate so much of my energy and my life to doing this shit. And this is honestly how I want to feed my family in the future. So I want to just thank every single person that has subscribed to my channel in the past 2 weeks, that has listened to my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc., etc. Viral, movie, bow, and rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Stop playing with me. Whoa.